Hey everyone, it's good to be back. This is episode 4 of the rebranding process, and thanks by the way to you guys for leaving comments, because they're really helpful as this is going along, and your feedback's been really cool so far, and we've been discussing it in meetings and various conversations and stuff, so thank you very much. Right, so yesterday we had a meeting in the Carson offices about where we're going with this logo. And basically, I wanted people to really be thinking about exactly what our values are as a company and what we're going to try and get across in our logo. Now, it's very tricky for us because we do so many things as a company. You know, we run events and we run workshops and we create apps and we create sites and we write an online magazine and all kinds of these little things and various things, and that there are potential other outlets we may be going into. So there's so much to consider, and because there is no one specific product or service that we offer, we've got to try and encapsulate all of that stuff into one logo. It's really difficult, and actually the risk is that you can try and do too much, and basically we felt at the end of the meeting that to try and get everything in one logo would just be too ambitious, that actually it would be better suited to have something really iconic but not try and convey everything, because ultimately we don't think that that's going to be a possible thing to do. And also, if you try and convey everything, the problem is if you want to go into sort of other areas of the industry or other kinds of business, if they're not included within that logo that you've kind of clearly got everything else in, then that's left out, and then you've got another rebranding problem on your hands. So those were our thoughts, but really good meeting with the guys anyway. And basically, this little piece of paper, what does it mean to be Carsonified? So we wrote down a load of ideas, and basically we discussed through all of them, and then we made notes of which ones we thought were the most important. Now, I'll show you a little screen now. So this is the document that I hand around to people. What does it mean to be Carsonified? And some of the words that we wrote down, and after the meeting, the ones in the darker green are the ones we felt were the most important, and the kind of lime green ones are the secondary ones that we felt were almost as important. So we've got things like homemade, grassroots, taken care of, looked after, personal, exposing the process, variety, caring about the web community, caring about the environment, small team, big ideas, not corporate, influential, groundbreaking, pushing things forward, and the idea of becoming Carsonified. What does that mean? Is that growth, evolution? So these things that we were discussing, and these are all like our core values, what we feel it means to what Carsonified offers people and how we feel working there. And some of the other stuff we got is handcrafted, rigorous attention to detail, choosing the best quality, approachable, value for money, sense of humour, design-led, informal, small, part of the industry, not just an events company. We care, it's young, fresh, this kind of thing. Loads of ideas, loads of stuff to get in there. So what we actually came up with in the end, the key ones, we chose a few, we starred them, and here are the key kind of principles, I suppose, that we feel is what it means to be Carsonified. So just a few words: grassroots, exposing the process, caring about the web community, small team, big ideas, not corporate, handcrafted, quality, approachable, value for money, sense of humour, informal, and we care. They were the big ones. They're the really big ideas. So a lot of them, as you can see, they kind of tie into each other. They're especially the kind of this whole handcrafted thing, homemade, grassroots, this kind of thing, is, especially for me, a really important thing, and that also goes hand in hand with exposing the process of the whole idea behind these videos, for instance, and the stuff that Ryan's done with Bare Naked App. So all this kind of, and our conferences as well, and our workshops, because it's about learning and all the what goes on behind the actual the end products that you see. You know, it's all about sharing your own knowledge about it and sharing everyone's knowledge and contributing to the community and everything. So these ideas, you know, they're kind of quite similar. But how do we then get that into a logo? How do we convey those things? Can we convey all those things? Do we want to convey all those things? Can a logo have just an atmosphere, some kind of suggestiveness that gets across some of those ideas without being literal? I think that's what it's got to be. It's got to be like that, because anything that tries too hard, it's just going to fall on its face. I think it's got to be simple. I mean, also, you're talking about a logo, something that's got to be reproduced at small sizes in a variety of situations, in colour and black and white, wherever, on huge mastheads, wherever. You know, how do we get all that stuff in there? And do we want to get all that stuff in there? And what can we convey? What can we do? So, loads of food for thought. And it's tricky, but we're getting there.